Dr. Danny Amos was elected mayor of Richmond yesterday, winning 6 of 9 districts. Former City Council President Michelle Mosby won the other 3. Now, Amos' outright victory may tell us a lot about Richmond's changing demographics. Here to provide some insight into that is our political analyst, Dr. Bob Holsworth. Bob, welcome as always.
Good to be here, Bill.
All right, so tell us, how did Amos win 6 districts? He is the first non-African American mayor since we had a strong, directly elected mayor.
Yeah, what happened, I think, here was that Danny Amos ran what I would consider to be the best campaign, and he had the resources to do so. So he was on television early. He had the background that was been city health commissioner. He was known because he was a COVID czar for Ralph Northam. So he had some real advantages coming into this race. Michelle Mosby did as well. She'd been city council president. She had a geographic base, but she was not able to extend her base beyond those 3 districts she won to the rest of the city, in part maybe because of her campaign, but in part because she simply did not have the resources, the financial resources to do so, nor did she have endorsements from citywide organizations. She did have endorsements from a lot of city council people and from state delegates, but by and large, I never saw a campaign that extended the reach into the other districts in the city.
Well, and so when you look at the actual map of how the voting played out, Amos took 1 to 5, and the 7th district, she's 6, 8, and 9, and she basically won the still majority concentrated African American districts. It seems the actual demographics, the makeup of the city itself has changed, to your point that you really need a citywide campaign, that is to get out of 1 district or 2 districts.
Yeah, the campaign, the demographics of the city has changed fairly dramatically, because what we've seen over the last 10 or 15 years is so many people moving into the city and purchasing homes. And what they've done is they've raised the price of homes in the city. We've seen a lot of gentrification.
Scott's Addition, the hottest neighborhood in the city.
Well, I mean, just all throughout North Side as well, and in a number of South Side districts that we've seen this also. And so what has happened is that at one time, when we first started sort of the elected mayor, the majority of the districts were majority African American. That's no longer the case. So if you're going to win citywide, you're going to have to extend beyond that. You're going to have to build a coalition that can go beyond sort of 1 community. And again, Michelle Mosby just didn't have the resources to do it. We had 2 people who raised over $1 million. Harrison Roday raised over $1 million, but he was not very well known. Michelle Mosby, in some odd way, she was dependent on Roday winning a couple of districts and throwing this race into a runoff. When he didn't do it, she really didn't have much of a chance.
And it's a sign of the times how much money it's going to take to actually win the mayoralty going forward. Dr. Bob, thank you so much for your insights.
Good to be here, Bill.